Hey guys, so today we are going to be discussing Legends video and stuff number 14, and we have some, interesting stuff going on here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, most of this stuff is just talking about some questions that the community had. There's nothing like too groundbreaking. New members, these guys are community managers. So, I mean, I guess, this is one step forward to having other people on the Legends video and stuff videos, which is good. So, if nothing else, I mean, it's good to see some new faces on here, which means that there's a potential to see, just a bunch of other new people on here at some point in the future. And then they basically just did the same thing that they did for the Battle Hour, which is they went through some questions the community had for, I guess, the Legends development team. And we went through some of those questions. Again, nothing really too pressing. They went through some potential updates that are coming out. I don't even think they went through any like, oh yeah, this is definitely coming and stuff. But it's like, we would like to do this and that and this and that. But they talked about Ultra Goku, and then about some other stuff that's happening as well. So we're just going to forward to the meat of this video, which is pretty much the end. So they do like the typical news thing at the end here, where Toshi does like the newscaster or whatever. So new characters coming to Legends. I'm actually just going to play this muted. Let's see. Normally we showcase new characters that appear in the Legends All-Stars, but today we have something more special. This time we have an all-new Legends limited character, and let's start by checking out this video. So let me actually pause so I can play the sound. Hopefully it's not super loud. Let me see.
Here we go. What a fight.
Legends.
Alright, so yeah, we have Legends. I'm actually going to play that again in the background while I talk about him, just because I don't think it was 1080p. But yeah, so it's Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? A versatile character who, on top of having a rescue type cover change ability, so again, he has a similar thing to LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, is also an incredible character or attacker whose damage dealt increases from the start of the battle and every time he's faced with an enemy. So that's actually very similar to the existing purple OG Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Gets various buffs whenever his allies are defeated. So he sounds like he's kind of going to be like a last man standing type of unit, similar to how LF Gohan is. Let's just see what else he says here. Legends of Super Saiyan 4 Goku is coming. What else? On top of having a rescue type cover change, maybe he's just reading this. But yeah, I mean, incredible attackers, damage increases from the start of battle. Every time he's faced with an enemy, making him a very versatile character. He also gets various buffs whenever his allies are defeated. Get him angry enough, and his ultimate is basically a one-shot kill. So, I mean, he does sound very similar to Gohan. I don't know if they're like just copying what they did for Gohan, but that's pretty much all they gave us for the info on Goku. That's just literally just this. They didn't talk about his color. I mean, his text is in red, so I mean, maybe he's going to be red. But let me just play this one more time. Let me just show this in muted real quick. I mean, in terms of the animations, they look fine. I would have expected actually for the legendary finish animation to look a little better, maybe, because this is our first actual Dragon Fist animation, pretty much, right? We have the animation for the summon screen, which is fine. We've had that for a while. We technically have the GT Kid Goku, the one that defeated Android 17. That's kind of a Dragon Fist, but this is like a real Dragon Fist, right? Like the two real Dragon Fists we see in Dragon Ball are this one, and then we see the obviously Super Saiyan 3 Goku Dragon Fist versus Hirudegarn. But when he does this to Omega, like you literally see the dragon like going, like literally just destroying him. Like you don't actually see the dragon hit like and like destroy the character. All it does is it zooms in on the character's face, and it just shows legendary finish sign. I would have liked to see like Omega just like get like maybe like engulfed by the dragon or something. I mean, it still looks really good, don't get me wrong. It's just I think they could have done a little better in terms of showing like the dragon like destroy the character, but still looks pretty cool. Let's talk about quickly what this means for the actual game though, because we have this Super Saiyan 4 Goku who should be the same exact. I mean, they say it's Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? So he's not going to have the same name as this guy, but he's going to have the same tags, right? He's going to be Sun Family, he's going to be Saiyan, he's going to be GT, he's going to be Super Saiyan 4, he's going to be Shadow Dragon Saga. And that's actually a pretty important distinction to make, because this Goku is not Shadow Dragon Saga, he's a Super Baby Saga. That's the one difference between this Goku and this Goku, is that one of them's from the Baby Saga, one of them's from the Shadow Dragon Saga. So this is actually going to be the first not full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the Shadow Dragon Saga. Alright, so let's just sort of think about how this guy can fit in here. And then in terms of what color he's going to be, I mean, I guess he could be red. I actually would prefer him to be to be green, because of the fact that they set up Super 17 Zenkai here. Super 17 is the only GT buffing Zenkai in the game, and I think they did that for a reason. I don't think they just buffed Super 17 and gave him a Zenkai for nothing. I am leaning towards the fact that they were setting up Super 17 Zenkai to buff this new Goku, so I'm maybe leaning towards him being green, but I would not be opposed to him being red. The only issue I see with him being red is that he's going to compete with Omega, who's already one of the better units on the GT team. And that's pretty much it. But on the other hand, if you make him red, you can run a red-red-green setup with, you know, the Goku, the new Legends Limited Goku, if he's red, Omega, and Super 17 together, which is actually a pretty decent way to do this, I think. So they can make him red or green. I'd be happy with either choice. Honestly, if they want to specifically make him for GT, there's really no color that was bad. Like, you can make him any color, and he would be a good fit on this team, right? You know, yellow. The only yellow unit that you can use right now is Sin. I mean, you're not going to use Super Saiyan Vegeta on this team. You can use Sin, I guess. He's okay. He doesn't really do any damage. But I mean, he like literally any color you make this guy, he'd be good. Blue, I mean, Super Baby 2 is still okay. He'd replace him, obviously. Purple, I mean, this guy's super old. So any color they want to do for this guy would work for the GT team. I think when you're taking a look at the tags like Saiyan and stuff like that, in terms of what color you want to make him, I mean, the funny thing is if they make him red, he's just going to instantly overshadow this guy, the Ultra Goku for Saiyans. But I mean, what other colors we got here? So I mean, they can make him red or green. Those are the two big ones that I'm thinking right now. Green, this guy's still kind of new, right? The Zenkai for the Legends of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So either of the colors here honestly would not be a great fit for Saiyans. And then Sun Family, I mean, the same thing with red for him, and then green for the Legends of the Goku. But I have a feeling they're going to focus on specifically the GT team, and I wouldn't honestly be surprised if they specifically made this Goku with stipulations in his kit that required that you use him alongside other GT characters, because we actually see him talking about after this is over. He's sitting down and just explaining stuff. Let me just see if I can find the actual quote, because he's saying, oh yeah, we're really focusing on GT. I'm not going to say anything definitive, but I will say that we are totally focusing on GT one way or another. So I mean, what this says to me is that without directly saying anything, he's talking about, you know, leading up until the anniversary, GT is going to be sort of in the forefront of what they're trying to push in terms of tags, and this is like sort of the start of that. So I think, you know, moving into the anniversary, we'll probably see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in one way or another leading into the anniversary. You know, he'll probably be the headlining unit of the anniversary at this point, right? So I think this Super Saiyan 4 Goku specifically being a GT themed unit, while GT might not be a great team to use right now, I feel like they're setting this tag up for greatness for the anniversary, and the fact that this Goku maybe not being super great on this team just because of how limited this team is right now. Once we get the anniversary rolling and there's like 15 million GT units that come out, I feel like it'll be a lot better. So this is more so I see an investment in the future if you're deciding to pull for this Goku, more so than him just being like insane right now. But it sounds like they're making him to be pretty insane anyway. So we will see what happens. I think tonight we should see the data mines come out. We should see I believe it's coming out tonight. So we'll see everything drop tonight. I will be around to create my breakdown videos. I'll be around to create my showcase videos, summon videos, stuff like that. So hope you guys are going to stick around for that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later tonight.